Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Um, First time talking today. Jax will be joining us in just a few minutes. She's getting out of a school conference. So yeah, it's kind of miserable that that's that early in the morning. So I'm gonna get us started with a little warm up. But before I do, I just wanted to say to all the folks in our Black community here at the Hustling Creative and online, I'm so sorry. I really, really am. I just want to assure you that we're doing our best, both at the company and me personally. We're doing our best to educate ourselves on how to show up for you and how to support you during this time. And it is not your job to educate us, but if you would like to point us in a certain direction, or if you want us to create space for you, or really if you just want to share your story, no need to speak out on behalf of anyone except yourself. But if you want that, then that's here for you. So please just shoot us a private message, because we love you and you matter. So that's all we have to say. So if you are here for our warm-up, as usual, today is going to be technique setting up for the rest of the week. So so on the fairly light side, if you want some shoes and some water, that's really all you need. But yeah, let's get started with a warm-up. And I'm going to let Jax know that we're getting started. All right, cool. Let's go. First, let's jog in place. I'm just jogging and getting everything moving, shaking everything out on my upper body. And I'm moving my arms whatever way feels good. It feels really good to let my shoulders sag and let gravity pull them down, get out the kinks from however I slept last night. Let's pick up the pace a little bit and let's try to keep our head a little bit more level. It's a little hard to do when you're in place versus when you're actually moving. Good. So now we're going to do a little thing where we've talked about kicking your butt when you're jogging, doing this warm up so that we can get those knees and all the tendons and everything around there woken up. And we're kicking our butt so that we get, or not kicking our butt, getting our butt warmed up by bringing our knees up. So I'm going to call out knees, butt, knees, butt, and change when I say so. Knees, butt, knees, butt, knees, butt, butt. Good, didn't fall for that one, I'm sure. Let's stretch it out. And let's kick out, same foot. And same foot, let's roll out that ankle outward and inward. Excellent. Other leg. And kick outward. And roll out that ankle. I started on the inside this time. I don't know why. But whatever you want to do, do it that way. And then other way. Most excellent. All right, let's just continue working our way up our body. I'm starting here with little hip circles. I'm going just in circles this way. When they're this small, it takes a lot of core strength actually. I'm gonna take off my sweater so you can actually see. Yeah, it takes a lot of core strength actually when it's this small. But I'm just gonna gradually get bigger. And I'm using this just to stretch out my hips. And bigger. Good. As big as you can. And let's start getting smaller. All right. And smaller. And smaller. The core is going to get tighter as you get in smaller. Good. And as small as you can right now. I feel a little dumb, but it's fine. I think I'd feel a little better about myself if I weren't alone. But that could be said of like anything, right? All right. So part of the reason that we did that, we're going to do the other side real quick, but part of the reason that we did that is that Jax and I have talked a lot before about how both of us have an arch in our back, and we want to start just reminding ourselves to engage our core and protect that back by tucking this pelvis. And so that's what we're doing in the forward motion of the hips. Let's start going the other way, but small, so you can see. I'll show you my back and lift my arm. That way. All right, cool. Yeah, so on this front one, I'm really practicing tucking. I'm tucking my pelvis when I'm going towards the front. Bigger. And bigger. Bring it around town. Sounds super sad to say it about myself. As big as you can. And let's get smaller. And smaller. And smaller. And smaller. Excellent. Now we're going to bring our arms across. And up. Good. Whew, that feels good. And across. Right now, so if you keep your arm in this way, totally fine. The more intense is going to be the further you put this standing arm out. So I'm tracing, I'm getting close to my shoulder line and tracing out this way. That's gonna make the stretch more intense. And up. Good. Awesome. Shake that up. And we're going to, let's start with our neck first, actually. Listen to your shoulder. And roll down. Listen the other way. Inhale. Exhale, roll other side. If you want to add a layer of intensity, place your hand gently on your head. Inhale. Exhale, other way. Inhale. Exhale, other way. For one more layer, if you would like, take your opposite arm, press down. Inhale. Exhale. Other side as well. Good. On my next exhale, I'm going to come down to the center. Roll up and down. Up and down. If you engage your fingertips here, it activates and stretches so much further down the spine. If you're feeling tension when you look now, open your mouth ever so slightly. And down. And let's bring our hands gently down. I'm clasping them behind my head. I'm not pulling, just letting gravity do the work. And I'm going to release and float my head to center. Good. That feels super nice. All right, let's get our arms warm. So what I'm going to do here, we've done this before to practice. We're just going to get into a little bit of the technique. We did this before to practice point work. So let's do it again. If you want to grab something to serve as a sword, if you want to grab a weight or something, I'm going to start with like a super tiny weight since we're still warming up. We did this with point work. We are going to trace the alphabet. Yeah, so find a point on the wall. And we're tracing the alphabet just with our wrist. So we're going to wake up our forearms, some of the parts that don't really get love, and really anything other than rock climbing and stage combat, which is great, because that's who you're stuck with. Speaking of which, she's here.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. I've missed you.
Miss you.
We were just doing the point work alphabet stuff.
Awesome.
That's where we were. We're just finishing up our warm up with our wrists, forearms, that whole area.
Brilliant.
So yeah. So let's get started. But then I want to like talk to you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So as always, find a spot on the wall. We're trying to shoot to make the alphabet small. These are small movements, and we're gonna do it with one hand, then the other hand. I've actually found it to be harder to do the alphabet with lowercase letters as opposed to uppercase. So whatever blows your hair back, go ahead and do that. So let's start. A, B, at your own pace. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to talk to you and remember how the alphabet goes. All right. Okay. Q R S T V W X Y Z. Great. I'm ready for the other side. Let's do it. And I'm going now. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Awesome.
Nice.
All right. Oh, hi, Joe. Good to see you. All right. I guess unless you want me to do anything else, I'll hand it over to you.
No, I'll get started. Hi, everybody. Sorry we're late. We had a school parent conference this morning until 9 about what the school year might look like. So that was important. Completely forgot about it. I texted Alex this morning and was like, oh my God, I forgot. So we're going to work on some technique stuff, as always, as per Monday. I'm doing this on my phone because I thought that would be a really good idea. And now the picture's so small, I'm realizing it was a terrible idea. But here we are. So if you can't see anything, let me know because I can't really see my frame.
I'm going to bring myself out while you're explaining just so that like people can see bigger.
Cool. So we're going to do some advancing and retreating. We've done this a million times. We're also going to do some parrying and thrusting. We've also done that a million times, but we're going to do them together. So real quick, I'm going to just go over the basics. So for our parries, we're going to do left arm, left leg, right leg. Not in that particular order, but those are the parries we're doing. You can do this left or right-handed. We're going to switch and do both hands. Every time we do an exercise, we always do both hands. Sometimes we start on the left, sometimes we start on the right. It really doesn't matter what hand you start with. The exercise is the same. I generally start with my right hand just because I'm right-handed. It doesn't matter. So when we parry, a couple things you want to remember is that our knees are always bent. Yeah, our elbows are always bent, not bent into our bodies like this, but they're out in front of us, bringing our sword out in front of us. If you are in a sword fight, the place where you want your sword to be is always in between yourself and your opponent, right? You never want your sword to be hanging out back here. It's always going to be in front of you where it can do the most good or the most damage or the most evil. So sword out in front of you, the way that I like to judge the correct distance is I take my hand and I spread my fingers. And then I plot my hand right in between my elbow and my side. And that tells me, okay, that's a good distance away. And my arm is in front of me. It's bent. It's nice and relaxed. The shoulders are bent. I also try to keep a nice straight line from my elbow all the way up through the point of my sword. And that's going to be pointing at my opponent's chest. Now, that's stage combat talk. In real life talk, you're going to be pointing at their face because that's where you want to put the sword. But in the theater, we don't want to put the sword in our opponent's face. We protect each other's 8x10s. So we're pointing at their chest. Yep, so this is our on guard position. My hand is either up here or in front of me, ready to use whatever style you want to choose. That was the poem. So from here, I'm going to protect my left leg. So I'm going to bring this point or this sword down. My knuckles are going to be facing out. So that's going to be my true edge. And I'm going to parry my left leg. Note that I'm not parrying here where somebody can stab me. I'm also not parrying way out here because remember, we want to keep our swords active and ready to be used. They're not going to do much good way out over there. I've got to reach and bring it back in. So nice comfortable distance. Yes, my arm is still this far away. Don't let it rest here. Work those muscles. It's out here. Yep, so left leg. To protect my right leg, I just flip over my hand so my knuckles are facing that way, the true edge, and push it over to defend that leg. To protect my right arm, I'm going to circle that point to the inside and push that parry out. We don't want to circle here to protect this arm because if I circle here and something's coming in, I'm just going to help it come in and cut my arm off. So we'll circle to the inside, push that out. To come over to my left arm, I'm just going to turn my hand. True edge is facing that way. Palm is facing me, and push it over. Yeah? So that's not the pattern we're going to do. The pattern we're going to do is this. Left leg. What are we going to do? Left leg. Right arm. Right leg. Left arm. So we're switching. We're going high, low, high, low. Left leg. Circle up and around. I can circle out because I'm pushing across my body here. Left leg, circle up, push out. Good. Protect that right leg. Circle up and across. So if I turn it around, it looks like this. Here, circle out and around. Here, circle in, out, circle out and around. Here. Bam, 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 bam. Yes? So those are those parries. Those just take, I don't know, like 30 seconds and just do each of those parries on each arm. So you can go with me or you can go at your own pace. Make sure that you're not sacrificing speed for technique. So left leg, right arm, right leg, left, left, right, right, left. And turn around. Left, right, right, left. And again, parry forever. Start to feel the burn a little. Nice. I said 30 seconds, but I'm not actually counting, so let's go ahead and switch hands. So it's the same thing on the other side. We're going to parry low, bring it up, parry high, parry low, bring it up, parry high, low, high, low, high, leg, arm, cross the body, same side, cross the body, same side, whatever helps you. I think I just messed that up. I did mess it up. Sorry, everybody. I can't talk and fight left-handed at the same time. Again, I'm not counting. I said 30 seconds, but I'm a liar. And notice as I do this, my arm is still out from my body. I'm not bringing it back here. I'm not fighting here like a weird Muppet. It's out in front of my body. So the only thing that needs to move is my arm. Yeah? Good, and relax that. Fantastic. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do some retreating. So with retreating, I'm in my on-guard stance. Yes, I'm imagining I'm on train tracks. My right foot is on one train track. My left foot is on the other one. So they're not in line. My foot isn't behind the other one. They're spread. There's some distance in between them. My knees are bent. This is really important. If you're fighting up here, someone's going to knock you over. Your knees are bent. My sword's out in front of me. I'm going to reach back with my back foot, toe first, place my heel on the ground, lift up my front foot, and bring it back. Now I'm keeping my feet in measure, which means that when I bring my feet back, they are the same distance apart from whence I started, right? If I can advance, in measure, retreat, in measure, right? So I'm not retreating and then bringing my feet close together. That's not what we're doing here. We're not advancing and bringing our feet close together. People will do that. I'll see that a lot. I'll see a lot of this. See, my feet are coming really close. That's not what we're doing here. We're going to reach back, heel, return and measure. Reach back, heel, return our feet to measure. So let's do that again. You want to reach back way further than you think you need to, because we don't have eyes in the back of our head. So everything in our brains is saying, don't go backwards. You can't see. So reach back way further than you need. Nice. And advancing. So advancing is going to be the front footsteps first. Heel, toe, other foot. Heel, toe, other foot. I am propelling myself with my back foot. Same thing with the retreating. I'm propelling myself backwards with the front foot. That's giving me the power and the energy to drive backwards or drive forwards. What I don't want to do is drag that back foot or drag that front foot. For a lot of reasons that I'm not going to go into right now. But don't do that. Lift each foot. Lift in place. Lift in place. Lift in place. Yeah? So I want to take just a little bit of time. I don't know, like another fake 30 seconds. And keep an eye on the time. Another fake 30 seconds. And just advance and retreat. So I'll call it out. We're going to do some retreating and then we'll do some advancing. So come to the front of your room, if you will. I'm going to try to do this on camera. I'll do this on like an angle. I'm going to try to stay in the frame. So I'm on guard here. You can have your swords up. Retreat. 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 Good. Advance. 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 And retreat. 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 Advance. 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 Retreat. 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 Advance. 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 Beautiful. Let's switch hands. So if you were on your left, switch to your right. If you were on your right, switch to your left. And on guard, same exact exercise. Check your posture, check your legs. Something I do want to, no, I'll say, remind me if I forget to say something about my knees and my feet after we do this one. So on guard. Advance. No. Retreat. 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 Advance. 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 Retreat. 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 Advance. 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 Retreat. 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 retreat, advance, 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 retreat, 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 advance, 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 advance. Good. So what I want to just say is that when you're in this on guard position, this is something I see a lot. I'm going to move the camera down. I want you to look at my feet and my knee. When I'm in this on guard position, I see to position where I think you can see it better. I see this a lot. I don't know if you can see the difference between here. My knee is above my heel, right? My back knee is supported by my foot. Then if I start turning, my knee comes out away from my foot and I'm no longer supported. And I can feel that if I put weight on this, ow, it starts to feel a little funny. This is not what I want to do. I want to keep my knee, let me try to find. Yeah, I want to keep my knee over that foot. So this means I'm going to be in a little bit more of a plie situation than like hips forward. My hips are on this front 45. If I feel that I need to turn my hips further forward, that means I need to lift up this heel and turn that foot as well so that I am more supported there. You never want to just turn your hips and let your knee hang out because this is not a great place for me to be. The reason why that's important is if your knee isn't supported, you can blow this out. And we're going to talk about that when we do some lunging. We're going to talk about that when we do some other footwork. All through the week, I really want to be focused on our knee alignment because that's really, really important. I have luckily never blown out my knees, although I suspect I've come close. I have friends who have blown out their knees, and it's just, it's just not a good scene. You don't want to do that. So really, really make sure that you're always protecting your knee. Something that could help if you find that you can't fix this, bring your stance in a little bit. Bring it in a little shallower. Don't be quite so wide. Bring that in. A lot of teachers will say your front foot is facing the front, your side foot is facing the side wall. That's all well and good if your hips open like that. Mine don't. So my back foot rests kind of at a 45-degree angle. That really helps my alignment because of the way that my body is wants to work. So those are a couple things that you can do to keep an eye on that. The next thing that I want to do, I'm just going to run through stuff because we don't have a ton of time. And then I'm going to teach a bunch of stuff at the end. Maybe we can do some quick exercises with everything. So lunging. I talk about these all the time. And they really are important. I'm going to start with my left hand so you can see me better. So lunging, we always want to move in true time, right? Which means that our sword is the first thing to move, followed by our arms, followed by our upper body, followed then by our lower body, right? And then when I recover, I use my backhand to help me pull that front leg forward, right? So extend, lean, step. That's our lunge. I have a straight line from my back arm through to the point of my sword. This beautiful, beautiful fencing line. And bring it back. And extend and lunge. And bring it back. Extend, lunge, bring it back. Extend, lunge, bring it back. Nice. Let's do the other side. I'm going to turn around so you can see. Make sure I can see. On guard. Extend, lean, step. Good. Extend, lean, step. Extend, lean, step. Extend, lean, step. So for those of you who are new to this, let me explain real quickly why true time is so important in stage combat. And this is worth me saying every time we do this. So martially, true time is better because the point of the sword, if I move that first, that's the first thing that's going to hit my opponent. And that's what I want. If I start moving in false time, which is my body first, followed by the sword, I'm moving my body and then the thing I want to hit them. I'm going to move the thing I want to hit them first. It's going to get there the fastest. For stage combat, it is especially important because if we're doing a move where I am lunging and thrusting and my partner is supposed to get out of the way or parry it, if I commit my full body to this move, there's no going back from that, right? I can, if they forget their response, I can try to pull things back, but it takes a lot of effort and it's difficult. It's going to ruin the moment. It's going to be all of my body weight behind the sword going at somebody. I don't want to mess with that. But if I move in true time and they forget the move, great, right? I am protected. I can continue to tell a story. They are protected. It's just a whole lot safer. It's a much better, safer scenario. Oui, great. Moving right along. Let's do some vaults. I forgot how to talk. So we're gonna do a demi vault. So I'm gonna start this on my right side because I'm right-handed, and also it'll help me remember how to do this. So if I'm on guard and say somebody's thrusting at my face, I want to avoid, right? I want to get out of the way, but I also want to attack them. So this is a way that you can avoid an oncoming attack and win the fight at the same time. So I'm going to move my body offline, right? So I'm here, the stab is coming in here, I move my body. Yes? I shift my weight to my front foot, placing my back foot on the ground behind me. I'm using this back foot as a kickstand. I'm really not putting any weight on it. It's just kind of helping my body not to fall over in this moment. I'm not committing a lot of energy forward. I'm just shifting my weight to my right foot. I'm just taking this target and moving it out of the way so that this blade can pass me right by very dramatically. While I do that, I'm going to seize this opportunity. I'm going to take my sword, and as I move forward, I'm going to thrust it into their face. How dare they try to stab me? So now I've thrusted my sword directly at my opponent. My other hand comes out for counterbalance and also for strength. And then I can come back to on guard. So I demi-vault. Again, moving the point first. Move that point. That point pulls me up and forward. And I brace myself like a kickstand with that back leg. But bam. Nice on guard. Pull forward. Pull forward. Excellent. On the other side. Now that I've explained, I'm just going to turn around so you can see. I'm on guard. Pulls me forward. Bam. Here I am. My sword is in my left hand. On guard. Pulls me forward. Bam. One more time. On guard. Pulls me forward. Demi-vault. It's a demi-vault because it's a little one. It's a little vault. A grand vault is a bit bigger. So it's the same idea. It's the same concept of moving my body out of the way and attacking at the same time. Except I'm going to move this leg instead of it becoming a kickstand. I am going to put some more weight on it, and it's going to come way back. So it's not to the side. It's on like a front 45-degree angle. So if I'm standing here, my leg is going to go over there. Yes? And I am going to put some weight on it. So I'm on guard. Sword comes forward first. I extend. Now, as I'm doing this, I am actually dropping my weight onto my right leg as I come around. That's helping me with balance. It's also helping me to be stable as soon as that back foot hits the ground. Whereas if I try to keep my weight up, I'm gonna have to be up, and then I'm gonna have to find the ground, and that's gonna destabilize me big time. So sword comes forward, bam. Yep. I actually like to turn my hand from supination to pronation on this move because it feels good. It looks cool, and also I feel like I get a better reach. If I hold in supination, my arm feels a little uncomfortable, but if I turn pronation, I feel like I get a little bit more reach out of that sword. So on guard and reach. Nice. On guard and reach. On guard and reach. Beautiful. Switch sides. I'm going to do it facing the other way. So, can you see my butt? Excellent. On guard and reach. On guard and reach. On guard and reach. One more time. On guard and reach. Yes? Beautiful. The last one in this particular series is the Posada Soto, which is my favorite. We can do Posada Sotos to the front. We can do them to the back. We're going to do them to the side. So the idea of the Posada Soto is that you are avoiding, but instead of avoiding to the side, you're kind of avoiding straight down. So you're avoiding under your opponent's sword as opposed to the side of it. We are still attacking. So I'm going to drop my body to the ground, essentially, for this. So I'm going to demonstrate this left-handed for this one. If I'm on guard here, I'm going to swing my foot all the way, stretch it out to the side. My hand is going to come in contact with the floor. What I'm not going to do is stop my weight and my energy with my hand. That's how you're going to break your wrist. I'm going to lower my body to the ground, take my hand, place it there, extend the sword. So on guard, my sword is in my left hand. My right leg is coming back. Notice I'm dropping to the ground immediately. I don't wait until I'm back there to drop. That's going to be a much further fall. Yes, I'm dropping my weight immediately as I reach that back foot. If you want to slide it a little bit, that's fine. Reach that back foot, place that hand on the ground. I'm also letting, if you can see, I'm also letting my heel turn. So when I start, this is where I end. When I start, my foot is here, right, facing the camera. By the time I end, to protect my knee, I'm shifting my weight on so my foot is in this 45-degree line. So just my feet on guard. I shift and sink down to the ground, arm up. Yeah, so let's do that. Posada Soto to the side, on guard, go, down, and back up, down, and back up, down, back up, down, back up. Great, we're gonna do the other side. I will turn around so you can look at my back. On guard. Posada Soto to the side, down, and up. Notice that I am controlling my descent. You can do this with speed, but it's still controlled. I'm still not slamming my hand down. One more time. Nice. So that is vault, demi-vault, grand vault, and Posada Soto. The exercise that we're going to do, I'll show you later because we're going to do it in a couple of minutes. Advanced retreat, parry, thrust, lunge. That's all I'm going to show you for now. So Alex, do you want to come join us? And we'll put these together in a couple exercises.
Let's put them together.
Yay, I missed you.
Hey, I've been here. Don't worry.
Okay, good. So what I would like to do is just throw these together. We're not really going to stop. We'll take a break between right hand and left hand. But what I suggest, this isn't going to be terribly hard. What I suggest is that we do some advances and retreats. So we're going to start at the end of our room. I don't have much space. So if you want to keep up with me, that's fine. I'm only going to do 4 of each, advancing and retreating. We'll do 5 sets, meaning we'll start at the end. We'll advance, 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 retreat, 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 retreat. That's 1 set. Then we'll do it again. 2 sets. Yeah, we'll do that for 5 sets. Then we will, then we'll go into lunges. We won't switch hands yet. 5 sets. Then we'll come back to center. We'll do 10 lunges. Yes, in true time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're going to do 5 volts. So we'll go demi, grand, Posada Soto. That's 1. Demi, grand, Posada Soto, 2. Yes? And then we will switch sides and do the whole thing again. How does that sound?
Awesome. Let's do it.
Cool. I'm going to start with my left hand because I'm right-handed, and that way I can end strong. So, here we go. Can you see me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. You all know what to do. And here we go. Advance. Retreat. That's 1. Advance. Retreat. That's 2. That's 3. I just realized I didn't put deodorant on this morning.
Oh no.
That's 4. This is 5, I think. Or maybe we just did 5. I don't know, I do it again anyway.
It's fine. Bonus.
Good. Now we're gonna do lunges. So on guard, I'll face this way. And 10 lunges. Go. 1, 2. True time. 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Now vaults. I'm going to take this a little bit slower. Ready. On guard. And demi. Grand. Posada Soto. That's 1. Demi. Grand. Posada Soto. That's 2. Demi. Grand. Posada Soto. That's demi. Grand. Posada Soto. That's 4. One more. Last one. Nice. Take a quick. Woo!
That shoulder, man.
Yeah, right?
Yes. Well, it is 9:44, so we can keep going. Let's do it.
Other side. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's do it.
Other side. On guard. And go. If you have to leave at any time, obviously, do what you need to do. That was 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. Excellent. Come to the center. And let's do some lunges. 10 lunges. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Whew. Vaults. And let's go. Demi. Grand. Posada Soto. That's 1. 2. There's 3. That's 4. This ring light makes an excellent target. That's 5. Nice. Relax.
Good job, folks.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. We are so happy to be spending this time with you. Jax, do you want to announce what we were going to announce? We don't have to.
Which
We
one?
can tell you later about this.
About the
Kicking Coronets.
moving forward? What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're really excited. So as all things must end, as quarantining, as the world is slowly starting to open up, and I realize that there is a lot more going on right now. We're not ignoring that. We're just not talking about it right now. In the world of COVID-19, the world is slowly starting to open up. People are starting to regain their normalcy, or I guess their new normalcy. We are going to bring Kicking Cronass to a close. So not this Friday, but next Friday will be our last Kicking Cronass. And I have so many things to say about that, and so many emotions and so many things. But yeah, but fear not. Moving forward, if you really have enjoyed this, if this spoke to you in any way, if this was useful to you in any way, please reach out to us, because my company, Arte Violenta, and Hustling Creative are working together to have new opportunities for you and new things along this vein. Arte Violenta specifically has a few things in play. So reach out to us. We will let you know what they are. We will get you on all of those mailing lists and tell you where to go for all of those announcements. We want to continue to work together. We want to continue to grow together. It's just not going to be exactly in this form. But this has been incredible, and you have all been incredible, and I'm already really sad that it's gonna...
I know. I'm going to be really sad until we know exactly what we're doing next, which means we're still figuring it out. We're still figuring out what you all need. We started Kicking Cronass because we felt a real need to motivate people to get up in the morning and to use their bodies and to create a sense of normalcy. And now, like, the time where that has been a necessary gap to fill is past. I mean, thank God. That's the best indicator of doing something, is when it's not needed anymore because it served its purpose. So throughout the week, we're going to continue brainstorming to see what's going to be next for us. The Hustling Creative is built of members who have their own companies. So anything you could want to know about how to move forward, particularly with Arte Violenta, you'll see through us as well. So fear not about that. We're so happy to spend this time with you. And if you saw our announcement at the beginning of the day, you know this, but if you have not, please know all of the Black folks who are part of our community, we are here for you. We love you. We're here to listen if you have anything that you'd like to say. So we're going to continue to figure out and try to educate ourselves on how to support you. So yeah. All right. Thank you so much. We will see you tomorrow at 9.
Yeah. Yay.
Bye.